Welcome to another weekly installment of Turnpike Sports. I am Dave Weishuttle, and as always, I am joined by my co-host and producer, Doug Weishuttle. Doug, what's up?
World Cup final, Croatia. Amazing. These guys, win or lose, I think Croatia's done wonders for actually soccer. Because one of the biggest underdogs that made it through.
I think they're the second smallest country to get this far, I think, or...
And supposedly they've been throwing the biggest parties all week waiting for this thing.
Oh, absolutely. So
God bless them.
All I know is I lost on Brazil.
Well, hey, I bet
my first legal sports bet, and I lost on Brazil.
Hey, I just bet on England to become the third place winner, and they lost that one too.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I'm doing good. It's great. Not as good as the people of Croatia. So it's one of those things. But we had a great week here, and.
Oh, yeah, very, very busy week. So let's take a ride on the Turnpike.
Exit 1.
Now, I know we started talking off about soccer, but I was watching the Summer League for the NBA, and I usually don't watch the Summer League. And
I never watch the Summer League.
I just happened to be watching it, and I don't remember what the teams were, but I was listening to some of the commentators, and they said something to me that maybe a lot of people know about this. I don't buy jerseys, at all for any sports teams.
I have jerseys.
I have never bought a jersey in my life. So I was listening to the broadcast, and they mentioned the NBA's jersey replacement policy.
Which, by the way, I think is a great idea.
And
and as I say, a lot of people like me have jerseys, but I wouldn't say they're out of date, but they're players who either left your team, or they're players that you do not want to have their name on your back about for one reason or another. So I think this is a great idea.
Well, this is actually really nice to see, because nowadays, especially in the off season, players get traded all the time. Some retire, whatever. Even teams change names or logos or whatever colors. And when you buy a jersey now with the NBA, you can get a free replacement jersey within 90 days. If the player you bought the jersey of switches teams, you got your choice of getting another player from the same team or getting the player's new jersey on his new team.
Is it for any reason, or do they have to? I mean, say, I'm thinking of the police blotter for the next segment. If this guy gets arrested and you don't want his name on your back anymore, can you do this?
No.
Or no?
No.
It has to be if he
changes teams,
or
if the jersey's damaged too.
Okay.
It's the only thing that you can't change are players' jerseys where they've changed their name or number and still on the same team.
Okay.
Or autographed jerseys you can't replace.
Mm-hmm.
See,
I like this idea because there's been a rash. I think the latest is Tavares from the Islanders. He left the Islanders, and I see on Twitter and Facebook and whatever, Instagram, everyone burning their jerseys.
Well,
in the New York area.
I don't know if the NHL has the same policy. Yeah. But it's the NBA.
They should. Well, they were burning, what the hell is this? LeBron James when he left Cleveland.
Which
when
is
he
stupid.
took his talents to Miami. They burned his jersey.
Well, they didn't do it this year, but yeah, no, it's the NBA. And also, if you use an American Express card, you get a full year to replace the jersey.
So this is a deal with American Express, huh?
No, it's the NBA and Fanatics who supplies the uniforms.
Okay.
They do the store for the uniform, the jerseys, all that stuff. And if you use an American Express card, instead of 90 days, it's a 1-year period. And the other thing is you can actually, even if you're replacing the jersey, you can get a higher quality jersey. You just pay the difference.
Okay, all right.
So I don't know too much about the jersey industry, quite honestly.
Some of these things are like $150 to $200, and first of all, I never paid that much for a jersey, and number two, if I did, I'd like this policy. If my player that I paid so much for leaves my team, so I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's nice to see that, because a lot of people spend a lot of money, and they're wearing old players' names on the wrong jerseys now, and it kind of looks weird when you see it, but it's nice to see that you're able to do this with Fanatics and NBA. So that's a nice little thing.
Great idea.
Exit 2.
Now, we started the show off talking about the World Cup, and I thought we'd continue it here, but on a little different tact. one of the things I've noticed about the World Cup this year, a lot of more people are watching it. A lot more people are tweeting about it, Facebooking it. Social media has been incredibly active for this year's World Cup. And that's part of the revamped strategy that FIFA has done for the World Cup. I didn't even know they were doing this, to be honest with you, until I was looking at some of the social media stats for everything. They embedded a reporter with every single team this year. They had 32 teams, 32 reporters embedded with the teams, doing online content, social media tweeting, interacting with fans.
I wonder if that made it more popular. It seems like a lot of people are now watching soccer. I know a lot of people from ESPN and the big sports networks are really covering it now, really talking about it. I wonder if that's an offshoot of what FIFA is doing. I mean, FIFA is like really, I mean, you're really in the game now. I think you know people now. You see the players. You can ask questions and really interact with FIFA.
Well, here's some of the stats. 32 team reporters.
Okay.
Followed by more than 200,000 fans across 16 different languages. They had live blogs going on through the entire tournament, 60 million visits to their websites. So whatever the strategy they did, some of these other leagues should be looking at this because it was really interesting how they turned it all around for this. They got more people involved. It became the number one app, in over 100 countries.
You know what? Yeah, like other teams. I think it'd be great for the NCAA to do something like this.
I think even the professional leagues, NFL and NBA, especially the NFL right now, they're getting black eyes everywhere with everything. So you know what? It may be something where they may want to look at putting in a social media reporter in every team.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
MLB, I mean, live blogging during a game might make the game more interesting for a lot of people. I know a lot of people can't sit and watch a full baseball game anymore because of attention spans suck right now.
Well, let me tell you something. Whenever you're I see in a casino, in a sports book, or a sports bar, you have a game on, and a lot of people are looking at their phones. I mean, for me, there's nothing better than watching a football game and also following along on Twitter because you see everyone else's comments. You get to interact with other fans. You get the reporters' feelings as the play happens. So, I really like social media while I'm watching the game.
And now, with sports betting going on and becoming more popular, social media is going to play a huge part of this because people are going to be on their phones even more if they're able to do some in-game betting.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, in-game betting is going to be a big thing because I guess you can bet on – I guess if, say, a football game, if you end the first quarter, I guess now you can place a bet on how many catches a certain receiver can get in a second quarter or something like that, right?
You're going to be able to do that?
Or the weird kind of bets that.
How about baseball? Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, the guy comes up. You can bet on that at bat.
Boy, you got to move fast, though. I mean, look, when you're betting, you have to stand in line. How do you try and get your bet in? You're watching the game, and you really need this bet in. So it's how do you do that?
I'm sure they're going to
be online.
There's going to be some social media tracking of everything. So you're going to have all that stuff.
No.
It'll be fun to watch.
That's how old I am. I'm thinking you physically go bet. I mean, I'm sure you're not going to leave your seat and make a bet.
No.
Exit 3.
Going over to the NHL right now. And it's the off season for hockey, and the Golden Knights are still in the news constantly. Yep. I don't know what this team does to do this all the time, but they are constantly in the news. This time it's sort of another lawsuit with these guys. I know they were involved with a trademark dispute with the Army way back when, a little
Golden Knights, right?
The Golden Knights.
Golden Knights versus Golden Knights. Paratroopers, right?
Oh, yeah, from West Point.
Okay.
So right now they are suing StubHub for $1.5 million from playoff ticket sales.
What is this stemming from? What is the...
Well, we had this on one of the previous shows.
Wait, is that the pledge thing?
The Knight's Vow.
Yeah, okay, the Knight's... Yeah, recap that so everyone knows what you're talking about.
The Knight's Vow is something that only applies to home playoff games for Knights fans. Season ticket holders can purchase the playoff home tickets, but what they have agreed not to do, and this is an opt-in, that not all of them have to do. It's not mandatory. You agree not to resell your playoff tickets on the secondary market, like StubHub.
Well, why would people even agree to that? Why would fans even
because
agree
they
to
get
that?
an even bigger discount on their playoff tickets.
Oh, so okay.
There's a little monetary
if
advantage.
If you do this, Val, we'll take some money off of your tickets.
Exactly.
Okay.
Playoff home tickets. This only applies to playoff home tickets.
Well, see, that's tough. I mean, something happens in your family or your job, and you're not able to go.
You can resell them through the nights.
Okay.
You don't resell them through StubHub, and StubHub went ahead and started selling the playoff tickets, the home playoff tickets. The reason the Knights wanted
why are they suing StubHub? They should be suing the
Because
fans that broke their vow. StubHub made no vow. The StubHub made no contract.
StubHub extended it to all the playoff games. They held back money from the Knights for all the playoff games, even the away games. Or that's what the Golden Knights are claiming.
Wow.
So they're suing them for
StubHub
almost
did not
$1.5
make
million.
this vow. It's the fans who are breaking their vow. So I don't know why Golden Knights are suing StubHub.
The fans can do that. There's no vow for away playoff games, and that's where this money's coming from. Instead of $1.5 million, according to the Knights, they were getting $250,000. So they're suing to see if they can get the rest of the money back.
Probably not.
No.
Exit 4.
And finally, we're going outside the United States for this last topic. I thought it was interesting. Everyone's talking about sports betting in the United States now. It's constantly on everybody's topic list for every show out there. In Brazil, they are now expanding gambling. First of all, they're doing a casino gambling bill. Part of that bill is going to allow bingo back into the gambling market. It's been banned since 2002 in Brazil.
You know, I think we have to clarify something with bingo. And I made this mistake a little while back when I'm thinking bingo. Is it more like Keno that people would be familiar with? Because bingo, when you think of bingo, like the old age homes or the, you get the piece of paper and you put the I-95 and things like that. But this is more like Keno, right?
Well, you got to remember, a lot of the casinos in the United States started out as bingo halls.
Okay.
And it's electronic now.
Okay.
It's not the ball in the wheel where you pull it out, B4,
that's
whatever.
What I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what a lot of people, when you say bingo, that's what a lot of people
Oh, no, these are...
imagine. Now I think it's Keno and things like that.
Well, that's sort of what it's like now. But, again, in Brazil, bingo was banned. And the reason they banned it was they thought the bingo halls were a facilitating factor in money laundering throughout the country.
Well, they probably have good reason to feel that. So,
yeah, but they still
ban casinos and bingo. You probably have some strong evidence that something's going wrong.
But here's the problem: they banned bingo, they banned casinos, but they still allow lotteries and betting on horse racing. So now they've got a new bill in. They're hoping to be able to get bingo in soccer stadiums with a capacity of over 15,000 fans or more. So they're hoping to get some kiosks going over there. So it'll be interesting to see if they pass that.
And I guess mobile,
I would. They already have mobile.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's what I don't understand. It's outlawed in the sports betting is still going. It's outside the country and everything else, but bingo was just something I thought was unique. It's going to be up to the stadium owners to have it if it passes the legislature in Brazil. So they're expanding everything too. They're going to get involved with all this stuff, and we'll see what happens there.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, to contact the show, call or text us at 609-512-6510. That's our caller line, 609-512-6510. Hit us on Facebook or Twitter. Both of those are at Turnpike Sports. Email us at info@turnpikesportsradio.com. And don't forget to order your International Bikini Team calendar. info@internationalbikini-team.org is the email address to get more information so you can order your calendar. Also, don't forget to follow the show on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, and iHeartMedia through the podcast system there. So we're plenty of ways to catch the show. So we've got some new stuff for the Police Blotter, new edition this week. And we're also going to be talking some New Jersey sports betting.
Yeah, new sports book opened up and had a great time and already lost some money, which is okay.
I've lost money, too.
It was a good time.
I've contributed to the New Jersey Sports Betting Fund.
Yep. So stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports. You've been hearing me talk about MyPillow and the benefits of using it to get a good night's sleep and alleviate your sore neck and back and all the special deals you can get through our show. Now, for a limited time, when you buy one MyPillow premium pillow, you get a second one for free. That's right, free, when you use our promo code CARDS at checkout. Head on over to MyPillow.com and click on the buy one, get one free link. You can choose the size of each pillow and choose the fill of each one. You get the same 60-day money-back guarantee, the same 10-year warranty, and all MyPillow pillows are made with their patented interlocking fill. That's the buy one, get one free offer from MyPillow. Go to MyPillow.com or call 1-800-319-7913 to order by phone. Don't forget to use our promo code CARDS when checking out to take advantage of this great new offer from MyPillow. That's promo code CARDS, C-A-R-D-S. Better sleep starts with MyPillow.
Free stuff is awesome, but free stuff that will spice up your bedroom is even better. Just go to adamandeve.com and select almost any one item for 50% off, and then we'll load on free stuff. Just enter this very exclusive code, BABE16 at checkout, and you'll get 10 tantalizing free gifts, including a sexy item for him, a special toy for her, and a third item you'll both enjoy. And for your viewing pleasure, 6 free spicy movies on DVD, plus free shipping! Always sent in discreet packaging. So go to adamandeve.com now. Get 50% off plus 10 free gifts when you enter the exclusive offer code BABE16. Again, that's BABE16. Because without it, no free stuff. That's BABE16 at adamandeve.com.
You know, ever since the U.S. Supreme Court handed down its decision lifting the national ban on sports betting, the gambling landscape of the country is changing on a daily basis. So how do you keep up with all the latest news and developments? How do you know what each state is doing? You go to the one site that has all the information you need to stay ahead of the game, and that site is usbets.com. That's usbets.com. Written by the leading experts in the gambling industry, all you'll need is one visit to usbets.com and you'll see why it's the #1 gambling magazine in the USA. With usbets.com, you'll get up-to-date information on not just the sports betting scene, but also the latest news and notes on the entire gaming industry all across the country. It's not just one state, it's all of them in one spot. Stay in the loop and stay on top of your game. Get the latest news on sports betting and gambling from the country's #1 gambling magazine. Get on over to usbets.com. That's usbets.com. Welcome back to Turnpike Sports. Had a great time at the new FanDuel Sportsbook at the Meadowlands, and you're going to hear all about it. A great opening, great people involved, met a whole lot of people involved in the betting business in New Jersey, and we'll get to it in a little bit. But right now, the moment you've all been waiting for, it's the Turnpike Sports Police Blotter. The Turnpike Sports Police Blotter is brought to you by Bean Genius. Over 2,000 specialty blends of coffee available at your fingertips at beangenius.com. Have some of the best coffee in the country delivered right to your door each month when you subscribe to Bean Genius. And now get 10% off your subscription when you sign up at beangenius.com using our promo code PIKE at checkout. That's P-I-K-E. Bean Genius, the smart specialty coffee subscription service.
Alrighty, this week we have a star-studded Turnpike Sports Police
Blotter.
Blotter.
You know a lot of these names, or
you'll know a couple. I just wanted to say it that way. I've never had to say it, so I just thought I'd say it that way. We're going to start off this week. You'll know this guy, former NBA player Charles Oakley.
Yep.
He's run afoul of the police again.
Yep. It was a casino, right?
in Vegas, and he was charged with committing or attempting to commit a fraudulent act in a gaming establishment.
Okay.
He was arrested by the Nevada Gaming Control Board officers.
So they just swooped in on him right there on the scene, or?
They were called in.
Okay.
He was arrested at the Cosmopolitan for allegedly adding or reducing his wager on a gambling game. That's how it's phrased. Really what happened was, according to TMZ, he was playing blackjack.
Okay.
And the result of the hand was not in his favor, so he tried to pull back another $100 chip off the table.
So he lost, according to TMZ, he lost the bet.
He lost the hand.
He lost the hand and
pulled his chip off.
And before the dealer can rake in all the chips, he grabbed $100.
I don't know if you can say
off?
grab. I guess he tried to do it quietly.
Yeah, I guess he
on the sly, whatever you want to call it. But security was called.
And of course, they have video of this.
They caught him on the video.
Of course. Why would you even try that in a casino? You know they're watching your every move, and he does something like that.
Well, he was arrested. It's a Class B felony out there.
Wow, really? It's a felony. I would think like a misdemeanor.
First offense, he's subject to a sentence of 1 to 6 years in the prison.
Wow.
And a fine of no more than $10,000.
Yeah, see, that's stupid. Why would you even try something like that? You know they're going to find you. You know they're going to see you. You know, they're trained to look for that.
And of course, his attorney jumped right in on this. They're doing their own investigation into it. I don't know what kind of investigation you're going to have when he's on security camera.
Yeah,
but anyway, he's saying the truth will win out.
Well, that might not be good for him.
I don't even know why he's putting up a fight. He was caught on camera to do it, and it's just one of those things where he
settle
it.
So
we'll see what happens. But
well, he had a problem at the Madison Square Garden. Didn't he get into a little tussle with
Dolan?
Dolan, the owner,
again caught on video.
Boy, this guy finds all the cameras,
or the cameras find him.
Oh my goodness.
Either way, you know what? He can't say he didn't do it because they have it clear on video here. So we'll see what happens. I don't think he's going to go to prison.
I'm sure he won't, but unless there's something else he did in a casino, but I doubt it. But,
you know it's going to be one of those things where I won't go back to that casino for a while. I'll pay a huge fine or whatever, maybe more than $10,000. They'll work out the fine.
Yeah. There's going to be what they call it, a trespass notice. If they,
same thing OJ got.
OJ got it at the Cosmopolitan too.
Because he was.
I think he had a problem with one of the bartenders or waitresses.
He ended up throwing glassware.
Allegedly throwing glassware. Yeah. So I guess they got a notice where he's banned from the casino. That's what's probably going to happen to.
He hasn't got anything yet. So
I'm sure
he just got arrested.
Well, we'll see what happens.
All right. This guy you'll know too. Former NFL tight end Brandon Pettigrew.
Okay, I know the name. What team was that?
Lions.
That's right.
Charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, theft of services, and public drunkenness.
Theft of services. Okay.
He allegedly refused to pay $97 for a limo ride back to his hotel.
Okay.
Got into an argument with the driver.
Of course he did.
Visibly drunk.
All right.
Police came, and he
made matters worse
by not backing down from the cops.
Oh, boy.
He got into their faces.
Wow. Okay.
So he refused to identify himself, too.
Okay.
So they kept asking for who he was, all that stuff. He refused to provide ID, to do all that stuff, argued with them, ended up punching one of the officers 3 times in the chest.
Wow. Okay. That's not good.
This was at the Doubletree Hotel in Pittsburgh. 3 a.m. Nothing happened. Nothing good happens after midnight. That's the old Herm Edwards.
Yeah, Herm Edwards, yeah.
So he was aggressively arguing. They even drew their tasers, according to the police, but they didn't use them. They did not use them. And then when they brought him to the jail,
good restraint by the police.
Wait, it gets better.
Tase anyone like that.
Taken to the jail.
Okay.
Allegedly, the officers had to place him in a restraint chair because he was still argumentative and fighting with them and pushing him around. He refused to listen to anything they were telling him. So we'll see what happens with this one. That's just crazy. $97 he got into this.
Wow. All this for $97.
Yep. Alrighty, next one. I had to do this one. I've never seen this reported before. Upper Iowa University linebacker Turner Ellis was arrested. He was charged with assault on persons in certain occupations with bodily injury, public intoxication, and interference with official acts.
Okay.
According to the police report, this is out of the police report, he did a football move on one of the officers.
a football move, meaning he tried to run around him?
He tried to run through him.
He tried to run through them.
Caused a knee injury to the officer.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so what happened was 1:30 in the morning, police were responding to an incident report where they found Ellis standing over a man he had just knocked to the ground.
Wow.
He was knocked out on the ground. So when they tried to arrest him, he took off. They ran him down on foot. That's when he finally caught him. That's when he did the football move that injured the cop. He had a blood alcohol level of 1.142.
Wow.
So I've never seen.
So the cops ran him down, huh?
Cops ran him down. Well, he's a linebacker. He's not fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was this? Upper Iowa?
Upper Iowa University
I've
linebacker.
never heard of Upper Iowa. Okay.
Well, if they keep turning out players like that, you never will. Moving on to going back to the professional football ranks, but not a player.
Okay.
The Arizona Cardinals GM, Steve Keim, was arrested.
This is weird. I don't know what the hell to make of this one.
I'm still trying to sift through this. Arrested and cited for driving under the influence. It was on the 4th of July.
Okay.
He got pulled over, and this happened during a traffic stop. He got pulled over. The officers smelled alcohol. His speech was slurred. Eyes were bloodshot and watery. When the officers asked him what he's been doing, he told them that he had drank 2 beers at a friend's house while eating pizza, and that he couldn't take a field sobriety test because he has a bad knee.
Really? Okay.
So
that's an interesting
that's one thing he tried. Then he identified himself by name, but said he was the director of security for the Arizona Cardinals, not the GM.
I wonder why he allegedly gave a wrong title. I guess GM would make the news, and
according to the amended report,
okay,
he did not give the wrong name.
He did not give the wrong title.
No, he said he was texting the director of security for the Cardinals.
So allegedly there was a misunderstanding of what he told the police, and the police amended it to say he was texting.
Right. Then he name-dropped the name of a dead officer.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. He said he worked with a man. I'm not going to say the name here, but he worked with an officer. But the policemen that were at the scene recognized the name, and it was a guy who was killed in an off-duty accident in 2014.
Wow.
So he name-dropped the wrong name. When they brought him in, they had to handcuff him using 2 sets of handcuffs. Guy's huge, 6'3", 300 pounds, and it's just crazy. I mean, he's probably gonna have some kind of investigation by the NFL after this. But there's just so many weird things that happened here. I
think we have to sort this one out, because I'm sure there's more information coming out. I'm sure what he did or what he didn't do, what he allegedly did, who knows? I mean, this is going to come out, and I guess the NFL has to look at it.
They're going to. And also, the Arizona Cardinals had this news story up on their website.
Why would they have it up
for one day?
Why would they have it up?
And they took it down. They took it down.
Why would they even have it up on their website?
I don't know. I don't know. But it was there for one day and then was taken down.
Okay.
So I don't know if somebody was overzealous with the reporting on the Arizona Cardinals website. Should never have been up there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, I don't know how you can always say that wasn't team related or things like, especially the actual football team's website.
Yeah, I know that was stupid.
Weird.
Last one of the day, University of Iowa wrestler Sam Stoll.
Another Iowa, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Not Upper Iowa.
Not Upper Iowa.
Just regular Iowa.
This is normal Iowa.
This is the main Iowa, I guess. I don't know. Charged with false report to a public entity. He lied to the police about he shot himself.
Was he shot?
He was shot, but
okay.
he told the cops that he shot himself while cleaning his gun in his garage.
Okay.
He was actually with the gun at a party, and him and his friends were screwing around with the gun, and that's when he got shot. So he lied to the police and said he shot himself. According to him, he didn't want to get his friend in trouble.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, nice idea.
I guess his heart was in the right place, but his head wasn't. So,
neither was his leg since it got shot. So he could face up to a year in prison if convicted. I don't think he's going to prison. So, but that's the star-studded stupid police blotter of the week.
Well, another great one. They stick around, more Turnpike after this, and we're going to be talking about New Jersey's new sportsbook, the FanDuel Sportsbook at the Meadowlands Racetrack. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
We'll get right back to the show, but I want to take a minute to talk to you about Bean Genius. How would you like your coffee delivered right to your door every month, maybe 2 times a month? Well, now that can happen with Bean Genius. Bean Genius sells freshly roasted coffee from some of the best independent coffee roasters in the country at beangenius.com. And Bean Genius actually learns their customers' individual taste preferences, then suggests future coffee blends for them. Well, how do they do that? Well, this is the cool thing about Bean Genius. Over at beangenius.com, they use an algorithm which learns the coffee flavors you like and then pairs up what you like with the coffee that they have in stock. And it's all based upon you. Every time you order, the system learns. The system learns your preferences as you go along and order more and more coffee. And now, all our listeners at Turnpike Sports can get a special offer. You head on over to beangenius.com/subscription, and you'll be able to get 10% off your purchase when you use our promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E, at checkout. That's 10% off at beangenius.com/subscription with promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. beangenius.com, the smart specialty coffee subscription service.
You've been hearing me talk about MyPillow and the benefits of using it to get a good night's sleep and alleviate your sore neck and back, and special deals you can get through our show. Now, for a limited time, when you buy one MyPillow premium pillow, you get a second one for free. That's right, free, when you use our promo code CARDS at checkout. Head on over to MyPillow.com and click on the buy one, get one free link. You can choose the size of each pillow and choose the fill of each one. You get the same 60-day money-back guarantee, the same 10-year warranty, and all MyPillow pillows are made with their patented interlocking fill. That's the buy one, get one free offer from MyPillow. Go to MyPillow.com or call 1-800-319-7913 to order by phone. Don't forget to use our promo code CARDS when checking out to take advantage of this great new offer from MyPillow. That's promo code CARDS, C-A-R-D-S. Better sleep starts with MyPillow. Welcome back to Turnpike Sports, and it seems like the last couple of months it's been all things about sports betting, especially in the New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia area. And boy, we went to a great opening of the latest sports bar in New Jersey the other day, and that was the FanDuel Sports Book. Did I say sports bar?
Yes, you did.
No, I'm saying sports bar. It was a sports bar too. It's the FanDuel Sports Book at the Meadowlands, which also had a sports bar.
Yes, it did. So. It was the sports bar was in the sports book.
Sports bar / sports book.
Well, first of all, this has been a busy, 3-4 weeks?
Oh, absolutely.
You had the 2 new casinos in Atlantic City, opening the Hard Rock and the Ocean Resort. The Ocean Resort had its own sports book. Back on the 14th of June, you had Borgata opening their sports book. Mm-hmm. And now you have FanDuel opening their sports book at the Meadowlands. They did it on it.
Did you say Monmouth Park? Do you remember Monmouth Park?
Monmouth Park also launched on the 14th. I'm sorry, I forgot about it.
Yep.
Sorry, Dennis.
Yep.
But honestly, of all the ones, I have to say, the nicest looking one is FanDuel.
Oh, I think it's beautiful. But from what I understood, going to the actual opening, that's not going to be the final location of it. I guess they're going to have a bigger area for it, or what are they going to do?
Well, we've got some pictures posted up on the Turnpike Sports Twitter feed, and we were there to cover it for Turnpike Sports and our other radio show, House of Cards. But it was set up almost like a Las Vegas one. It looked almost Vegas-y.
Yeah.
If that's a term.
It was maybe a smaller version, more compact version of a Vegas sports book, but
very comfortable.
It's
too.
very comfortable. It was a great opening. I think they got great people working there at the Meadowlands who know what they're doing. I think FanDuel is one of the premier daily fantasy sports providers, and I think they're going to do a great job with the actual sports betting.
And the one thing I noticed, we went to the Borgata one, and we haven't seen Monmouth yet. When I went up to place the bet, and I placed 3 bets.
Yep.
One on England to win the 3rd place in the World Cup.
That was the other day.
Which
FanDuel
crept out.
Yeah. You said Borgata.
I said Borgata?
Yes.
FanDuel. I'm sorry. And then I did 2 baseball games.
Yep.
One I won, one lost. Who cares? But,
I did 4 baseball games. I won 2, lost 2. So,
but the one thing I noticed, the tellers at FanDuel, and I don't know if that's because they do it every day with the
horse racing,
harness racing at Meadowlands. They seem to handle the betting, the physical act of placing the bets for a better than I saw at Borgata. It was something new in Borgata, and I'll give them credit for that.
Well,
because they launched that pretty quick.
They were the first, and let's be honest, we didn't know that Borgata was going to open up on the 14th until the 13th.
I don't think nobody knew other than Borgata.
Yeah,
and like I said, they set it up. They had a portion of their horse racing race book. They had 3 tellers for sports betting. I'm sure they're going to change that too. They're going to be making something really nice.
Yeah, for FanDuel, they're going to have something. They had something a little bigger, and they're actually going to expand it. So
we saw some concept drawings on the property for FanDuel. I don't know if that's going to happen relatively quick or down the road, but where they have it right now, I think that's a great spot for it. I maybe it takes away from the Victory Sports Bar. I don't know. I was never in that before. I sad to say I've never been to that part of the Meadowlands complex before. I've never seen racing there. Mm-hmm. I always go to the Jets games.
Yeah, we go to Jets or it's right near MetLife Stadium where the Jets and the Giants play, and I think they're going to Sundays they're going to be open because as of right now I don't think they're open on Sundays. Correct?
Regulations do not allow them to be open.
I think they're going to have that fixed by football season. I think they'll also have a shuttle.
They're talking about doing that
from that one building to the stadium area. It's one big sports complex with lots of parking lots and lots of connectors. So they're 2 separate buildings from the stadium, but it looks like they're going to get people bussing in and out there.
And one of the things I noticed right away when FanDuel announced when they were going to be launching the sportsbook or opening the sportsbook, both the Jets and the Giants issued no comments.
Okay.
They both said they have nothing to say at the moment about the sportsbook.
Well, that's smart. That's smart.
Well,
Plus, let me tell you something about the. I was a little shocked. I know you're a Jets fan, and that's where the Jets play along with the Giants. But there seemed to be a lot of Giant bets being placed. Lots of Giants, lots of Yankees, and I think some Mets.
Well,
but,
the people that were involved in getting everything passed and pushed through and all that stuff are Giants and Yankees fans.
Yeah, Senator Ray Lesniak was there, and he wore his Giants hat. So,
I was one of the lowly Jet fans in the audience.
I saw a Jets T-shirt. One of the cameramen had a Jets T-shirt there.
Yeah, we were relegated to the background.
Good for him. Good for him.
But it was they did a nice spread, food at 9:30 in the morning at FanDuel.
Yeah.
They actually had a lot of good presentations, good speeches.
Absolutely.
Matt King was great over FanDuel, the CEO. He did a nice speech. And then we saw the ribbon cutting. Mm-hmm. Really cool. And I think I wish them well.
Oh, absolutely. And, check it out. It's something special. And I think this must be I guess outside of Vegas, this is the closest you can bet next to a stadium there, without having kiosks in it.
I'm actually waiting to see how the first couple weeks are going to be, because we had the results from the first 2.5 weeks of the other 3 sports books, Monmouth, Borgata, and Ocean Resort, and they had a handle of, $16 million in 2.5 weeks?
Sure. Yeah, the numbers are out. So I think it was pretty good, $16 million. So in the first 2 weeks. So, and this area is...
Or that area up there.
That area is... the location is amazing. What they estimate, 12 million people are in a 20-mile radius, and that's the only sports book. So that's going to be something to see when it gets rolling, when people know about it, when people start going there. I think for Sundays on football season, I think it's going to be great.
I'm going to be curious to see who goes online first, FanDuel Sportsbook or DraftKings Sportsbook.
Yeah, they're the two big ones. And
they're set up for it. They're set
up for it. I think DraftKings actually tweeted that it looks like they're going to have the same wallet. You have an account that, you can play DFS, the Daily Fantasy Sports, and sports betting, and I think there's going to be a common account that you can draw from,
which is nice.
Which is great. I really hope FanDuel has something like that because I use FanDuel all the time. I like FanDuel, and
they were sponsors
they were
of
sponsors.
radio
I had to
shows.
do commercials for them a lot.
Yeah.
And look, I'm hooked. I hate to say it like that, but I love fantasy sports. I love the daily fantasy, especially, and it's something special when you're actually watching the games on Sunday and following along what you bet earlier on in the week, and it's very entertaining.
It's going to be interesting to see how everybody gets a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
I know Dennis Drazen over at Monmouth said once all the sports books are launched and all the casinos, he was quoted as saying that he expects Monmouth to have 10% of the market.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, we'll see.
I mean, what do you got? You got Ocean Resort. Resorts is going to launch one. Borgata.
Well, Resorts is
with DraftKings. They're going to be launching a physical one too. I don't know. Let's see who else is down there. Trop. I don't think they're going to be doing a sports book right away. I haven't heard anything about a sports book yet from Trop.
I haven't heard anything.
I know they did the online sports betting site right now with Chalkline Sports. Good site. I don't know what they're going to be doing for actual sports betting, but we'll see. All the Harris properties, I don't know if they're going to have a sports book. I haven't heard anything from any, like Caesars. Caesars would be a great place to have a sports book.
Look, I think eventually all of them are going to have a sports book. But when we say sports book, I think they're going to have, at the very least, 3, 4, 5 windows where you can bet on sports.
Yep.
I don't think you need a lot of space, and I don't think they're going to create the super books like Vegas has. I think they're going to be smaller bets when you're there on a property, and I think you're going to have mobile betting and online betting.
FanDuel came close to a Vegas style.
Sure. Yeah.
But also, the one thing you got to look at with New Jersey, if they're going to have multiple skins for the sports betting online sites. I know you have Play Sugar House. They have virtual sports on their
sports betting
on their website, the playsugarhouse.com stuff. But we'll see who comes up with the first mobile thing. I think that's going to be the key. Mobile's going to be the big thing for New Jersey.
Yep, absolutely. Well, hey, it was a great time. Congratulations, FanDuel. Congratulations, Meadowlands. I think you're going to do amazing things, especially with the coming of football season. And, just to watch the games there will be amazing with all the TVs.
Well, you're going to be right next to the stadium at the FanDuel Sportsbook.
It'd be great. I mean, you can see the stadium.
If they get that shuttle working, that's actually going to help them at halftime when people come over to place bets.
Oh, guess where you're going to be tailgating?
Yeah, tell me about it. It's going to be fun.
How great is that going to be? But,
well, you know what? Both ends of the state are going to be fun now.
Oh, I think
sports
so.
betting.
I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great for the state. Well, I think that'll about do it for us for Turnpike Sports. See you next time, and we'll see you again on the Turnpike.